How's it going? This is episode 7 of Salas's Freaky Tales. Too many S's for you? I bet you Hector Sierra couldn't say this shit if he was slurring his words drinking salvia. Okay? Okay, drop the needle, motherfucker.
Welcome
to the
Salas
podcast. Trash, you just mumbling facts. Might need to change up your tech, cause bringing old school back.
What the fuck is up? Holy shit, I've been gone for weeks, and to even fucking go through a list of what's happened in those weeks, couldn't, okay? I fucking kind of hit rock bottom like a basketball and fucking just kept fucking popping the fuck back up, and guess what? We're in a permanent high. Flew into outer space, and I'm not coming down. What's up? I'm fucking Major Tom to ground control right now, and this is what it is. Calling Major Tom. So yeah, I've done a bunch of shit. I've been just working a lot, and I've been kind of traveling a lot, doing a lot of things, kinda. Well, I mean, 2 weeks ago, I fucking went to Flagstaff with Jacob, kind of on a whim, and the goal was bed bugs, and he got crabs, but we stayed at a hostel, which was fucking insane. So that was that was a first. We get there, like, we literally woke up at Nathaniel's house hungover, and I go, my first words were, let's go to Flagstaff, and his were, okay. And so we get in the fucking car, and we start driving, and we got there at around like 5, and we just got out, started walking downtown. So our goal was, we want a good experience. It's a Saturday. We literally just decided to fucking come up. So fuck it. Let's just do it. And so we could have gotten a nice hotel, but we're like, nah. We're gonna fucking get something. We're getting bed bugs. So there was a fucking hotel smack dab downtown amongst all the bars that we're gonna rage at that night. And but it wasn't a hotel, it was a hostel. Now, if you don't know what a hostel is, it's where you're living amongst like other people, like you're literally roommating with people, and it's usually a foreign thing. And it just so happens almost everyone that was at that hostel with us was foreign, and like mostly from the UK and shit. And so that was fucking crazy. We like hit one bar up, then I was like, you know what, bro, before we even have another beer, let's go check the fuck in, because what's going to happen is this beer is going to turn into a lot more, and we're not going to figure out where the fuck we're staying. So he's like, okay, that's wise. So we go do our shit, blah, blah. Go in there. The person running the whole thing was just like, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. We the person you're staying with actually works here, so you'll be good. We're like, cool. So we go up there. It looks like a cabin. It kind of looks like Macaulay Culkin's fucking house in Home Alone, where there's just a bunch of doors and like that kind of house. It kind of looks like that, but downtown Flagstaff. And so we're just like, okay, this is fucking awesome. It was way better than we thought, okay? And so we get up there, go into the room, and the room's just rustic. Like, everything's wooden floors and shit, and it's bunk beds, and there's people with their shit already on the bed, but no one was in there. And then there was just a sink. It was a mini fridge, a fucking old-ass sink, and 2 bunk beds. And so and then just a shitty-ass door that looked like it barely locked, and I don't know. So we both get in the fucking showers, and I wore my socks because I did not want to get a staph infection. So whatever. We get ready. We fucking hit the bars up, and that was one of the best nights ever. It was very. Okay, cool. Class at 6. I'm sorry, but just got a text message from this guy that I go to jiu-jitsu with telling me class is at 6, and guess what? I'm definitely not going to class at 6. Anyway, so we get to the fucking bar, we start drinking, and we're like, let's go to the next bar. So we go down, and let me tell you what, I've been in Omaha. I've been in Vegas. I've done Vegas. I've done Sacramento, California. I've done all those club scenes. This was something unique because it was a very at-home feel, but wild fucking vibe, and it was just it was just really nice because it's like a wilderness type community. It was like it was dope, and so we go down the street and we spot this one. Okay, I don't even think we went to this bar because of the fucking bar. There was this guy outside, and he looked Asian, but he was Indian, and he was the way I saw him, we're on the corner about to cross the street, and then I turn around. The reason why we didn't go to the bar in the first place at first sight was because it just looked like a coffee Irish whiskey bar. I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of mellow. We kind of want something a little bit more, up right now. But there's this guy, a creature, in fact, and he is Indian wasted. Now, when I say Indian wasted, I mean us normal fucks can't even achieve this type of wasted because we either black out or pass out or die. This guy was functioning very fucking well. And so the way I see him is he's holding this older woman's hand, and her husband is holding her hand, very obviously trying to pull her the fuck away, as in, let's just keep walking. But this guy's holding her hand, and he's just telling her, and this is all going down as we're waiting for the light to turn on so we can cross the fucking street. And I turn around and I go, Jacob, we gotta save this woman. And all I hear is this guy saying in tongues is what I can make out was, I just did a movie on HBO. Okay, he's saying that in tongues, and the lady goes, "Okay, that's awesome." Okay, trying to be polite because she's terrified that this fucking this drunken crazy fuck is gonna somehow like kill her, and her husband's just like, oh, okay, honey, let's just go. And I go, Jacob, let's do this shit. Bam. We walk up to him, and Jacob is the first man to intervene, and goes, hey man, you have a movie on HBO? And the guy goes, yeah. And Jacob goes, oh, that's cool, man. What's your name? He goes, I'm eccentric. That's what the guy told Jacob, okay? And Jacob goes, what did he say? And I go, I think he said he's eccentric. And he's very flamboyant. The motherfucker was so flamboyant that he legit looked like he was melting the whole time. He was so flamboyant that he looked like he couldn't get comfortable standing the whole fucking time we're talking to him, because he could barely stand. So Jacob goes, no, what's your name? And he goes, my name is Brandon. It's fantastic to meet you. Now, it sounded like he was talking in slow motion, and it looked like he was talking in slow motion. Okay? So Jacob goes, oh, my name's Jacob. Now, so he goes, I'm sorry, but do you have a cigarette? And Jacob goes, yeah, man. Gives him the fucking cigarette. Now, I could see in his eyes that he got lucky when he grabbed it from Jacob's hand, because he wasn't even fucking looking. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. Now, what got even better where I started recording was, and trust me, I'm about to show you, or I'm about to have you listen to audio of this fucking wasted guy, okay? He goes, can you light it for me? So, by the way, nothing against gay guys, okay? But this guy looked so fucking gay and flamboyant and wasted that I thought for sure he was going to sexually assault Jacob. I thought there's no way he's not going to grab Jacob's dick right now with how he's moving and gyrating around Jacob. So Jacob goes to light a cigarette, and I thought for sure, oh dude, and he's giving Jacob fuck me eyes like so bad, dude. And I'm like, here we go. Like, this is legit gonna be caught on camera. He's gonna grab Jacob's dick. Now, Jacob is himself he's a silly goose too. So I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. He's either gonna grab Jacob's dick and Jacob's gonna fucking punch him in the face, or he's gonna grab Jacob's dick and he's gonna And I don't know what happens after that. I really don't know what the other outcome is. So I'm like, please sexually assault Jacob in my head is what I'm thinking. So, and I knew what was going to happen, or what was going to make that happen was right when he said, "Can you light it for me?" He was so flattered that when Jacob was putting the lighter up to his smoke, I pulled my phone out and started recording. So this recording literally picks up right as Jacob got done lighting the smoke. Now, he doesn't grab Jacob's dick, sadly, okay? Don't want to fucking, keep you in anticipation over something that's not going to happen because I was bummed out too. But what happens is even better. The way... I've just never seen nothing like this. Anyway, so here you go. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Brandon for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. Okay, here we go. Cool. So, this is why I don't come to Oracle.
I don't know why you're just not connected to the Wi-Fi.
So, the problem actually was I was connected to Wi-Fi. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm filming this guy right here. Yeah, you say hi. No, you say hi.
Tells him to say hi first. Dude, now hold up. He fucking tells him, "Are we recording?" And then he goes, I go, "Yeah." And I put the camera up in his face. Now I feel comfortable recording him. Then he goes, No. He says hi first. Now I was like, what the fuck? Now he's directing it, So this guy starts directing my Snapchat. Very weird. Now, okay, let's continue this shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you say hi. No, you say hello. Okay, you go say it. What's your name?
What's up? I'm Jacob Gonzalez.
And what's your name?
Oh!
Yes. If I'm not like this guy, if I'm...
My buddy Brandon we just met, but I can already tell he's gonna be my best friend.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Yeah. Can we do a shot? Yeah, if I'm not like this in 10 minutes.
Dude, the motherfucker says, "Can you do me a favor?" Now this is the question of the decade, is what the fuck he says next. Because me and Jacob are torn in half. He goes, I'm going to show you again right now. But let me tell you let me break this shit down. He goes, "Can you do me a favor?" In the middle of the sentence he was already saying. He was already talking. Then he cuts himself off and says, wait, "Can you do me a favor?" And I go, "Yeah, what's that?" And he says, "Can we..." Now, this is what I think he says. I think he was trying to say, "Can we do a shot?" Can we do a shot is what I think he says. Now, Jacob thinks he says, "Can we just shush?" Okay? The reason why I think he said, "Let's do a shot," is because at one point when he's being flamboyant about to sexually assault Jacob, I thought he was asking Jacob to go inside and take a shot. Now, that whole time he was not acknowledging me. That's why, ergo, thought he was trying to fuck Jacob. So that's why I think he said, "Can we do a shot?" So, it's up to you. It's up to you what the fuck he said. Here we go. I'll play it again. I'll play it 2 more times. Ready? Here we go.
If I'm not like this guy, if I'm...
My buddy Brandon we just met, but I can already tell he's gonna be
In the middle of the sentence, cuts himself off. In the middle.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah. Can we do a shot? Yeah.
Oh, dude. And then so by the way, at the end, the reason why he fades out is he's so fucking gangster in the pocket when he's fucking up his words that he has the cigarette in his mouth and he's doing this is why it's still up for debate. Now, is he putting his fingers up to his fucking lips to say shh, or is he going up to hit a cigarette? So when he goes, "Can we do a shh?" he's fucking putting his hand closer to his mouth, and because he couldn't finish that word because he's so fucked up, he fucking stays gangster in the pocket and just puts the cigarette to his lips as if he was just meaning to hit his cigarette and he didn't stumble over his fucking words. Okay, so uno mas.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah. Can we do a shot?
Hit cigarette. Like hit cigarette. Hit cigarette after that. So, I mean, that fucking blew my mind. Now, what happened after that was I tell Jacob, a bunch of fucking college people go pour into that place that we thought was lame, right? Turns out to be a hotel. It was just a big like building amongst buildings. So we're like, oh, okay, let's go in here. A bunch of fucking chicks just came in. Let's go. So Jacob tells him, hey man, we'll be back in 10 minutes later. Leaves him on the fucking bench. By the way, before we left, he was sitting on the bench, fell off the bench, tells Jacob he meant to do it because he's an actor. He said he meant to do it because he's an actor, dropped his cigarette, tried to grab it again, dropped it again, tried to get back up. Jacob legit caught him by his coat before he fell into the fucking road and got ran over. It was some crazy shit. That's when Jacob sits him down. Hey, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, go into the fucking bar. I buy us a round of fucking beers. Okay, let's explore this shit. Come to find out, this is not a fucking Irish whiskey cafe. This is the most epic fucking bar in Flagstaff. Okay? Now, does not advertise itself as so. So we fucking are like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, this place looked like a nightclub in like a cabin version of a nightclub in John Wick. Like if John Wick was in Flagstaff, he stops at this place and pays him in coin, okay? So we're looking around. I'm like, Jesus, dude, this is fucking nuts. Like, everyone looks like an assassin in here. Everyone's wearing just nice shit. And, dude, you bet your ass I looked like a fucking local. I look so good, okay? I'm wearing a fucking black sweater, and I'm wearing a goddamn a coat over that shit. And Jacob's wearing fucking just pants, fucking boots, and a goddamn a tap out fucking sweater, just looking like shit. So we take a left around this bar, and there's this little hangout, and it looks like a coffee shop. But it's so crazy, dude. People were getting shit faced, and it was at 10 that whole fucking place. But it looked like such a mellow place. So then you take another fucking right there, and it's a lobby to the hotel. So you pass the little lobby. That's about, you walk like fucking 20 feet. Then there's this staircase that goes down underground. You walk down it, dude. Then all of a sudden, there's a fucking door into a bar that's packed as fuck, and there's security right there. So then we go into that one, and then we had to get ID'd again, walk through there. You're presented with a bar within fucking 3 steps from that entrance. Then, so it's all like a hallway-ish type thing. Then you look to your fucking left, and there's just a stage and a fucking crowd full of people, okay? Then you walk that way towards the stage. Then you look to your right again, and then there's a fucking... you walk up like 5 stairs, and then there's a whole fucking pool table like room, and people are drinking in there, and then there's a whole fucking bar up there. So, dude, there's levels to this shit. Now, okay, so we go down those fucking stairs past the lobby. We are approached with the fucking security guy. The security guy checks us, stamps us. We fucking walk in. Now, we take 2 steps. Jacob goes, no fucking way. And I go, what? Turn around. I turn around. Dude, it's Brandon. Brandon is by the fucking security guy, probably telling him he's an actor and has a show on HBO. So now, where I tell you this guy is Indian and is fucking not human, like the point he was at already, like I said, deadly, like none of us could be there. Now, the point he looks like at this, like he looks more sober than he just was, and the guy was just stumbling over his words. This guy looks in the pocket solid, but now he's still flamboyant as fuck, and he is literally trying to get comfortable standing, where he's like rotating his, like this is what it sounded like if you were close to him, it's just like he kept like crossing his fucking arms, dude. Like he was just like trying to get cozy standing up. He's just like standing, and I'm like, oh my God. There's no way they're letting him in, you know? So we just keep going because there's no way. If he clinged to us that night, would have been fucking insane. Whatever, man. It was a fucking wild time, though. It was a wild time. That was a badass bar. I remember we walked out. We started smoking outside of the bar. Now, the way I always thought of this, now, smoking is horrible. but I love it. So shut the fuck up. Okay? Cool. So we fucking go outside to smoke, and the way I view it is drinking is a social club that draws a type of people, okay? You're a club. Everyone at that bar, we all have a common interest. We like to drink, right? Cool. There's an exclusive club, a part of that scene, and those are now the smokers. So you find cool people in that bar drinking, but then when you go out for a smoke, dude, and people start going out for smokes that are smokers, it's like you just went through the cool people and bullshit with a fucking fine-tooth comb, bro. Like, all of a sudden, all the cool people are smoking. Now, does smoking make you cool? No. It just so happens that these guys were fucking cool. So, and then it just starts off perfect. You don't even need an icebreaker. When you're drinking with someone, you're kind of like, hey, what's your name? Hey, what's your sign? It doesn't even go like that, dude. Smoking, it's already just like, hey, bro, you got a lighter? Yeah, here you go. Cool. Hey, what's up? What's up? So that's how it started. So this guy comes up to us. He goes, hey, man, you got a lighter? We're like, yeah. And literally we're on the same fucking corner. We just walked out where Brandon, was dying, and we thought he was fucking dead, but he's gone. We're standing there and kind of hoping he was out there, but he wasn't. This guy comes up and asks us for a lighter or whatever, and we're like, Jacob goes, what's your name? And I go, no, shut the fuck up. Don't say your name. He goes, okay. And I go, guess his name, Jacob. And Jacob's like, Aaron. And I go, and he's just, okay, let me describe him to you so you understand the game we're playing. White guy, bit of a stubble, almost looks like he'd be ginger, but he has brown hair, fucking short, thinning hair, sunken in eyes, and just like greenish, bluish eyes, okay? His name is probably Zach, is what I thought. I think I guessed Zach. He guessed fucking Aaron. He goes, no, guess again. Now, before we could answer, or he could answer what his name is, two more guys come up. And now we're all playing. We're going around in a circle just being like, oh, why do you think that? This is a blah, blah, and we all say our names, okay? It was Nick. It was, what the fuck did I tell you that other guy's name was? Do you remember? It was, do you not remember?
Nope.
He was from Texas. Both of those guys were from fucking Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, because one of them was from Texas Tech. And he had a ring, bro. And it was a T on it. And I was like, what does that stand for? He's like, Texas Tech.
How old are these guys?
I mean, fucking young. Okay, anyways, the motherfucker's name was like, no shit, like Buck or something. I'm not fucking with you. Remember, it was something like that? It was like Buck. And and I was like, oh, I would have never thought. So whatever the fuck. We go, are any of you guys locals here? No, we're from Texas. I'm like, cool. What about you, Nick? And so Nick was the fucking guy I thought was Zach. And he goes, yeah, I'm from here, man. Yeah. I go, cool, dude, take us to the fucking next spot. And I was like, are you guys all down to bar hop with us? They're like, fuck yeah, let's go. So Nick is now our guide. Nick takes us to the bar that we know shit started at. But when we went back there, it was not the fucking bar we started at. All of a sudden, it went from a sports bar to Club La Vila, dude. It went through the fucking... All of a sudden, it was a crazy-ass club. Now, we get there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nick is our best friend, dude. Nick is just as weird as me and Jacob. And those other guys like kind of faded away with a bit. But at one point, when we got there, we literally had a posse of fucking drunk people, and we all didn't know each other. We all didn't know each other, so it was like the dopest shit ever. And we're just rolling with this mob, and you could have sworn we've known each other since preschool. So we fucking walk into this bar, and Nick's just, cool as shit. I have to say, I don't think he said how old he was, but he had to have been like 33, 34. We go into the fucking bar, and there was this, we're in line for the restrooms, whatever, blah, blah. We see this guy. Well, we go onto the fucking dance floor, and Jacob gets called over by this, like, fucking mom, but definitely not a MILF. Like, she was not a mom I'd fuck. Like, we fucking walk, and so I see this guy, dude, that was in line with us at the restroom, and I'm like, hey! And he goes, oh! And like we knew each other forever, dude. And literally just met 5 minutes ago, and all of a sudden we're proud of each other that we remembered each other. So fucking drunk. So we go up, dude, and he's just like, blah, blah. We start talking. So everyone, bro, like every other person had this giant fucking mug full of fucking vodka, and it had a full, dude, it had the Red Bull fucking can in it, okay? Like the whole can just tilted. Like the bartender was just like, like was spilling it and then just said, fuck it, I'm just going to drop it in there. That's what it looked like. It was like a Jaeger bomb, but reverse. And it was just fucking nuts. So it was ridiculous, dude. And honestly, people were getting so fucked up that they were getting weak wrists and they couldn't even hold the fucking mug no more. And I'm telling you, every other person had this. Now, if you know me, you know I'm so against the herd mentality. But dude, I got fucked up. Well, I was so fucked up. And me and Jacob were covering each other. Where I was like, I got this one, you got this one, well, it landed on him. Okay, I go, Jacob, I want one of they're called trash cans, by the way, and it was specific for that bar. So, hey, if you're ever in Flagstaff, you'll hit this bar up eventually, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I highly suggest getting one of those. With that being said, didn't get one because they sold the fuck out because everyone in there had one, and that infuriated me, dude. Couldn't even say the beginning of the fucking word. Infuriated me. So I was so mad, and that's exactly what I sound like. I go to the bartender. I'm like, hey, fucking trash cans, 2 of them. She goes, we sold out. And I'm like, I literally see, and by the way, I fucking see the ingredients behind her. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're infuriating me. Like, pissing me off. So we fucking do whatever, man. It was fucking reckless. So we, whatever. Nick is still with us. It's closing time, bro. They're kicking everyone the fuck out of the bar and all this shit. Oh, by the way, all of a sudden we start talking in accents out of nowhere. Because we started drinking like Guinness and shit. And so Nick and Jacob turn into these 2 Irish fucks on me. All of a sudden they turn into fucking leprechauns. Okay? They're like, and not even good. They're like, they're talking quicker than shit. Can't even understand them. And it's louder than fuck at the bar. And in fact, I gotta show you a video of exactly what I'm talking about. And when you hear this, you literally can't identify one fucking word that I say, he says, or they say. So I tell them, hey man, if you guys are gonna be like foreign and shit and try to pretend and everything, then you guys gotta introduce each other that way. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, you gotta kiss each other on both sides of the cheek, where you know that shit where you go mwah, mwah, on both sides of the cheek. So they start doing that. Okay. At one point, there's this big husky old fucking Indian at the bar at this nightclub, bro. It's fucking college students, and this old husky fucking Indian at the bar is to himself, and there's like a fucking wall around him because no one wants to fucking go near him. Jacob does this thing where he takes a shot at the bar and he'll throw his head back, cock it back, and lay it on a random person's shoulder as he Snapchats himself and keeps it going and just records the pure awkwardness in that person's face to look over on their shoulder and see this fucking person just laying on it. Okay? Jacob does that to this husky fucking Indian. But in the camera frame, you see Nick pop his face into view. And I think Nick meant to kiss Jacob on the cheek, but Jacob without, like, they both, now it didn't even look like that. To be honest with you, scratch what I said. It didn't look like a mistake. That's what makes it so fun. It did not look like a mistake. It looked like they were there for a mission and they accomplished it. And that mission was to fucking kiss each other. So you just see Jacob do his awkward thing, leaning on this Indian's shoulder. Now the Indian looks over at him, capturing the pure awkwardness. Then all of a sudden, in frame pops Nick's head. And Jacob turns over and, dude, they fucking kissed each other. And that was probably the second funniest video of the fucking, of the weekend. Because we didn't realize till the ride back. Because we're laughing so hard. Jacob didn't remember it and I wasn't around for it. I didn't see that happen. So we're watching that shit the next day in fucking tears laughing. And just the way they reacted. It wasn't till hours later on the ride back home when I came to the realization, watching it for the 100th time, dude, do you realize how fucking insane that was from the Indian's perspective? He looks over, sees this guy cock his head back onto his shoulder. Then he sees these 2, for all he knows, fucking gay guys kiss on his shoulder. Okay? Dude, this dude was so mind-boggled. This guy, and by the way, his shoulder, just to like put into context how fucking husky this guy was, think about it. There was 2 gay guys kissing on his fucking shoulder, and he had his head totally cocked over, like he could have kissed them too. Like they, you know, it was fucking insane. But fucking that was quite the fucking adventure, man. And so this is the video I was telling you guys about where you can't even understand a fucking word anyone says. So here you go.
Yeah. What similarity do you have to Nick here? What did you have once? Sometimes we fuck and we get shit.
That's Nick right there. Dude, what? That whole fucking thing was just confusing as a motherfucker. And yeah, man. These pictures are fucking excellent that you just posted. Oh. That's fucking funny.
Are you gonna get to the point where you were
What?
fucking around in an alleyway?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, I don't remember that all too much. So this was told to me. I do remember the alleyway part, but I came to life at that point later. But so when the bar was getting evacuated, like because it was closing time, they're kicking everyone out, and it's just a bunch of people. And I remember the porch was like, there was railing on the porch where everyone was going out to smoke and just drink because there was tables out there. But it was such a small space that it was just a strip of tables, and the line was on the edge of the table, and you could only fucking squeeze through the tables. So you had a fuckload of college people just smashed in this shit. And I walk out, and this was told to me. Now, I don't know where Jacob's at for like the last hour of this part, like near the end of getting launched out, because we were fucking like, I was talking to someone, and I walk out there, and now this is the part that's told to me. Jacob sees me arguing with 2 crazy looking fucking Mexican guys, and because me, I believe this is 100% true, because I know myself, and I know I hate when parties come to an end. I hate things coming to an end. So he tells me that I'm threatening them because they don't want to let me drive us to Phoenix to a party I heard about. Okay? We're in Flagstaff. How far do you think Flagstaff is from Phoenix?
Probably a good solid hour and a half.
Oh, no way. Flagstaff to Phoenix, dude? No way. An hour and a half to like to fucking Sedona. And then Sedona's like fucking like almost 2 hours from Phoenix. Anyways, nonetheless, it's 3 a.m. and I'm arguing.
So how many hours is that then?
Dude, that's a long.
So it's
time.
like more. It's like 4 hours.
No, 3 hours realistically.
About 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
so.
But wasted. 3 in the morning, getting kicked out of everyone's getting fucking. It's closing time. Arguing with 2 fucking Mexican dudes who look like what I'm told could fucking skin me alive and fold me into a bandana and let me hang out their back pocket as they fucking do a crip walkout of the club. So I go, oh, motherfucker. It's Adion Rodriguez. Okay. So anyways, whatever, dude. Jacob saves my life. I don't remember how. So what you're talking about, the fucking thing. So I'm like in their face, I guess, telling them like, dude, come on, I'll fucking drive. Let's go to Phoenix. I heard of a party. They go, no, or something like that. Jacob told me that they just kept saying, yeah, they kept telling me what I wanted to hear, but they weren't acting on it. So like, we got an Uber coming. I was like, I'm getting in that Uber with you guys. And they go, no, homie, nah, that's not how it is. And I was like, no, fuck that, bro. I got money. I'm fucking throwing down my half. We're getting some fucking beer and bottles and shit, and we're getting fucked up at a cabin. Did not have a cabin. I don't know. We're in a hostel, bro, getting bed bugs and shit. So, like, whatever, Jacob, like, gets me the fuck away from him. So I think cops showed up because there were so many people just chilling in front. Like, we got kicked. Like, everyone just doesn't want to leave. So we're not technically in the fucking club no more, but all of a sudden the club turned into the fucking front of the club. So cops came, and me and Jacob just start running with Nick. And I gave Nick my phone, and I just remember tackling a fucking trash can. And Nick starts recording me and everything. And then there's a trash can and there's a dumpster. Now, thank God for this, because your boy would be broken right now. Because I see a big fucking dumpster, like big dumpster. Not an average little small dumpster you could hop in. Like, I had to climb up to get to the top of the dumpster. I was legit so fucking pumped for some reason, fucking this can up, and had such an adrenaline rush from running from the cops. I was about to jump into the fucking pit of this dumpster. Dude, there was a lid on it, and like it was locked. And by the way, as I get to the top of the dumpster, there's someone, because this is out back of like restaurants and shit and bars. There's a fucking lady throwing trash, and I go, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm jumping in this fucking dumpster. Oh, fuck. Oh, hey. And she's just like, hey. And I'm like, sorry, I just can't stand people who can't fucking throw their trash away, so I'm trying to throw in this dumpster is what I'm saying. And she goes, oh, that's good. And then in the background, you hear fucking Jacob tackle a trash can, and you just hear a bunch of bottles fly. So it was my obligation to stay in character and go, are you fucking kidding me? And then I fought Jacob in front of this lady because I felt like it was like I had to stay in character. I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't sell myself out. Whatever. I tell Nick, I'm like, dude, you, like, how far do you live? He's like 4 miles. I was like, dude, fuck this. We're staying at this hostel, but we got beer in the fucking little fridge in that room, which we're sharing with someone. Let's go to my Jeep, chill in the Jeep. He could go, Jacob could go grab the beers. We'll fucking drink in my Jeep, just chilling, like tailgate, basically. 4 a.m. now. So we're just doing that, dude, and laughing. And I tell him, and I mean, thank God I didn't. Who knows if I would have. But I tell him, I'm going to drive you home. He goes, no, dude. No one's getting or I'm not going to let no one get a DUI because of me. And Jacob goes, yeah, me either. So fucking Jacob, like, makes him walk home. I have his number, dude. I'm going to hit him up next time we go to Flagstaff. That was a crazy fucking time, man. What are we at? What time are we at?
36 minutes.
Oh, dude, we're fucking making good time. So, that's what I was up to. Bro, there was a point I wanted to fucking make about people who, because it leads me into a tale of a guy. And, fuck, man. There was this guy I knew in Florida. And my point was, by the way, fucking just, like, plagiarizing or, like, this and that. There's this guy, and I'm going to fucking say his name. I don't give a fuck, because who's going to hear it? Is he going to hear it? No. But if this podcast ever blows up one day, it's going to be even funnier for me in the future. So this is actually a joke for myself, believe it or not. Oh my gosh.
Fucking sounds
Well,
off.
fucking message this prick. He was like, he's this white guy, by the way, and he's this southern dude. His name's Isaac Porche. Okay? And he went by... Wait, what did he go by at first? Dude, he changed his fucking rapper name like goddamn... Like clothes and shit. Like, I think at first his name was... I don't remember. But he was telling me in high school... This is when I was living in Florida, and it was my junior year, or sophomore year, and we're playing football, whatever, man. He, by the way, compulsive liar to the fucking max. One time I thought he was going to admit it to me. Like, I knew all of his shit was bullshit. Like, if he knew I didn't like something, he would, like, lie to me the next time he told me. Like, one time, he told me I was like, what are you, dude? He's like, I'm Canadian, this and that, blah, blah. And by the way, people in Florida and in the South, they all want to be in the West Coast. So they totally despise being Southern. And it's insane. And guess what? Every white person you meet there wants to not be white and be black. Now, the irony in that, because their grandfathers and mothers have to be so pissed about that, which I find hilarious. So anyway, this guy was no different. Said the N-word and all. Loved it, but not the hard R, but the because he wanted to be black. So bad. And in fact, he wanted to be Kodak Black. No, I'm just kidding. He wasn't around back then. Who the fuck just came out during that time? It was the dude where they found out he had a small dick and no one listened to him anymore. Fuck, who was that? The guy's like, yeah, baby.
Was it Salas?
Yeah. So he fucking, what the fuck was his name? Anyway, he wanted to be that guy. Well, designer too, I think. He wanted to be The Weeknd, designer, Drake, Big Sean. He wanted to be all that shit. And when I say, did he inspire from them? No, he legit wanted to be them. Because what happened was, he was such a compulsive liar and would lie to me. Like I said, he fucking told me he was from Canada, and and I told one time I made a joke and I go, "Damn, Canadians are fucking gay, huh?" And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Aren't you Canadian?" I'm Canadian, but I'm making the joke. It's like being ironic. And he goes, "No, what the fuck? No, bro, I'm from fucking LA." Bro, I'm not bullshitting you. He told me that. Yeah, so bad. He fucking goes, "I'm from LA." I go, "What part?" Now, dude, I would love it. So I'd feed into his shit, by the way. So that was our relationship. He loved me because he thought I was fucking retarded and believed everything he said. But truth is, I just thought everything he said was a fucking, what are you doing? I thought everything he said, well, I knew everything he said was a fucking lie, but I would entertain it because I loved hearing him lie about it. So when he said that, I was just like, "Oh, no, wait, what part?" He goes, like close. Now, I know California pretty good. So I'm like, "Lie. Go ahead, lie." And he goes, I go, "What part?" He goes, "By Compton." I go, "Oh, what part?" And he's just like, dude, I was like, honestly, I lived on the border of Compton. I was like, "Oh, and what part?" Because I don't know, dude, just lying. And I would love it. Like, I would love it and I would feed into it. I'd be like, "No way, really, dude, what'd you do there?" I'm not going to get into this because this is a long ass story he had once told me, but I'll just give you the conclusion of the story he told me. He once fucking told me he stole a Lamborghini the night of Halloween, dressed as the Joker, and fucking went to another party, and then they talk shit to his bitch dressed as Harley Quinn, so he scalps like he said, okay, throws him in the trunk, calls his brother, swear to God, he told me this, takes him out to the fucking woods and released some dogs on him. And as he watched the dogs mangle this guy's body, he came up with a sawed-off shotgun and shot him in the head. He told me that story, and bro, I'm laughing, okay? But I'm trying not to laugh. And he goes, "Why are you laughing, bro? It's serious. Staying in character." I go, "I don't know, bro. My brain really can't even fucking process what you just told me, okay?" So, bro, I'm not bullshitting you. He told me that one time. He fucking told me he straight up murdered someone. Okay, so one time though, I thought he was gonna admit it, bro, and I felt uncomfortable. Now, I've caught my grandma and grandpa fucking one time, so nothing makes your boy uncomfortable anymore, okay? Because that was the peak of it. Nothing could make me uncomfortable after seeing that shit. So, your boy does not get uncomfortable, but this moment was making your boy very uncomfortable. Because what I thought was going to happen was, this was him coming to his senses and realizing he's been a lying, sinning piece of shit to me this whole time. Our whole relationship of my sophomore year. He goes, "We're in the locker room." I think it's because he knew I was moving, honestly. And so I was like real nervous. Like, fuck, dude, it's that moment where I hate goodbyes and shit. So I'm like, because everyone gets all cheesy. So I thought that's what he was doing to me. We're in the locker room. Football season just ended. He goes, "Hey, bro. I got to tell you something." And I was like, "What's up, man?" And I'm fucking nervous. I'm like, oh my God, dude. He's about to fucking tell me, like, he's about to admit it. And I'm fucking so uncomfortable for some reason. Because I'm like, no, like, you just don't want to cross that line. Like, you're like, no, dude, we know our roles in this friendship. Let's just not acknowledge it. You know what I mean? But he's about to acknowledge it. I'm like, fuck. So I'm thinking he's about to say, like, oh, dude, he's about to say it. This motherfucker's about to be like, "Dog, I've been fucking, everything I've told you is a fucking lie. You know, like, I've been fooling you and blah, blah." And I knew if he did that, he was going to make me look like the idiot. Like, "Hey, bro, like, I know you're a little slow and shit and you believed everything I said, but, like, I just don't feel good about lying to retarded people, so I'm a liar." That's what I thought was going to happen. He goes, I go, "Yeah, dude, what's up?" He goes, "I don't know, bro. I feel really bad about this and I really don't admit this to a lot of people." I'm like, cool, bro. He's admitting his sins to me. Fucking been a compulsive liar since he was 6. He goes, I don't know how to say it. Say it, dude. Say it. Whatever. Like, I'm getting anticipation. I'm fucking nervous. I'm like, just, dude, this is so uncomfortable. Tell me. He goes, I'm like, super hardcore Christian. Bro, it felt like I had nails in my throat. I go, dude, and he goes, yeah, bro, I don't mean to lie to you, man, this whole time, and like, or not admit it to you and everything, but I'm like super with God and shit. Dude, I was like, you are fucking unbelievable, is what I'm thinking. But then I'm just like, that's what's up, dude. The Lord's the shit. Yeah, I believe you. Whatever, blah, blah. Leave, dude. I fucking stopped laughing yesterday. That was my sophomore year. Okay, so so this motherfucker stays in contact with me when I moved to California after that, dude. And that's when I started getting more serious into rapping and shit. And actually didn't want to be a rapper or admit that I liked rapping and rhyming strictly because of this fucking guy. Because I knew the stigma of him. I was like, I don't want to be that kind of guy where I go around school, I'm like, so yeah, I fucking rap. That's what he was. So he hits me up. This is fucking insane right here. He goes, hey bro, so I want to do a track with you. Now, this is before, now, I'm not big into like new music, but I know enough. But one time he pulled the wool over my eyes and tried to do a feature with me on a song, and I was just like, cool bro, that sounds sick. Couldn't believe he wrote it, right? But this is when I didn't know he was a lying piece of shit. I was like, well, no, I knew he was a lying piece of shit, but I didn't know he stole lyrics. Like, I'm like, oh, a fucking another thing? Like, so this is before that big ordeal, and that's like really what ended me with him. But before that, he goes, I want to do a song together. I go, really? He goes, yeah. He's just telling me this over the phone. And he goes, yeah, I got a hook for it. Do you want to hear it? I go, yeah, I already heard the beat. So he's like, here's the hook. I'm going to try to remember this as much as I fucking can for you. By the way, Nathaniel, this has to be the clip of the podcast when you post this. So he goes, here's the beat. I listen to the beat. He goes, I got a hook for it. I go, okay, let's hear it. He goes, okay, ready, man? No shit. This is as close as I could get to what he said. He goes, white shirt, black tie. I don't need none of that in my life, 'cause I'm repping for the low lives. Low lives, low lives, low lives. Low lives. Dude, he keeps going. Black suit, white tie. I don't need none of that in my life, 'cause I represent the low lives. Low lives, low lives. Hey, now I go. Now, for those of you who know what the fuck he was ripping off, insane, right? Now, those of you who don't, The Weeknd has a song called Low Lives, and the chorus is not word for word, but exactly that. So I tell him, hey, bro, that sounds just like The Weeknd. Now, dude, by the way this guy stays in pocket, I respect the fuck out of. Even in his lies, watch, perfect example right here. I go, bro, that sounds just like The Weeknd. Did you know that? Like, still, like I said, I play along with him. I don't call him out. Like, I'm playing. I'm like, he goes, nah, dude, I wrote that, dude. I wrote that shit, and it's like from my heart. For like 2 weeks, I wrote that on my lunch breaks and shit. I go, no, you don't understand. The Weeknd has almost the same chorus. I don't, shut the fuck up. I send him the link to Low Lives by The Weeknd and some other guy. He listens to it. This is what he says when he gets back to me. He goes, bro, no way. And I'm like, okay, he's going to admit he's lying. He goes, this motherfucker, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, like, how is he saying the same shit that I'm saying, bro? That guy's a piece of shit, bro. That guy fucking, like, I don't know if he follows me on, like, because I posted some shit on Snapchat. I don't know if he follows me on. I swear to God, he's telling me this, dude. He goes, bro, that motherfucker stole that from me. Can you believe this piece of shit? I'm going to have to write something new. I'm going to have to write something new because The Weeknd stole that from me. And I go, or no, like, he goes, he said the same thing. Not he stole it from him. He kept saying, he said the same thing. I'm going to have to write something else because The Weeknd's a piece of shit and he stole it from me. You know what I say? I go, dude, no way. Do you know what that means? I go, dude, that means that you are like a prophet. Like, I was like, dude, do you understand what this means? I was like, you're like thinking of shit before it comes out. You know what I mean? Like, you're having these thoughts that other people have. Like, you're a fucking genius. Do you understand this? Like, dude, I'm telling you, I fucked with him so hard like that. Bro, when he fucking sang that. So anyway, that dude just lied so much, bro. And like, oh, and then I get Efren into following him on Snapchat because he would do shit on Snapchat to make him look hard. And I'm strongly believe to this day I was his only fucking follower on Snapchat. And let me get some of that fucking Wild Turk. He fucking, because, dude, he would do shit like this. Like, his whole, dude, by the way, talking shit about this guy, compulsive liar, but excellent actor. Would have been probably the best. He probably would have been a good actor if he would have followed down that way instead of being a piece of shit. And one day I think I told him that, like, just took a jab at him. He still didn't get it. I was like, hey, bro, you'd be a great actor. He'd be like, yeah, I don't know. So he fucking does shit like this on his Snapchat. Stopped following him, but I got Efren really into him. He goes, it would be him, right, on, like, walking or something like that. And he'd be like, he would be partying with his friends or something like that. But, like, dude, his friends, like, 2 people, okay? And they were, like, not good people. Like, fucking, like, who knows people. And, like, he's fucking walking with them. Next snap would be like this. He'd be wearing a bunch of shit. And the next snap would be him with nothing on. Like, no chain, no hat, no sunglasses anymore. Like, he basically set these videos up to be over-accessorized just so the next video, it was very prevalent, he got shit stolen from him. So he would be like, yeah, bro, just walking, some dudes fucking stole my shit, bro. Can you believe that? Fuck, bro, it's a fucking rough life out here. My brother just got shot. And crazy shit, bro. And, or dude, my favorite ones would be when he would be at like a hotel, bro, and you could tell like him and his fucking family went to like Disneyland and shit, but according to him, he was in a broken home. It wasn't. So he's at like a fucking nice hotel, but he's aiming at the shitty part of the parking lot, and he would like fuck up the blinds, bro, and he'd go, there's some motherfuckers out here waiting for me, bro. I got a G in the fucking house, bro. I swear to God, these guys are coming. Make it look all sketchy and shit. And I'm like, oh, you're unfucking real. Bro, this was my favorite fucking thing to do is hate watch. Do you have any people you hate watch?
I stopped following them. I used to hate watch this person that was always just like trying to make their newborn child a model.
Who the fuck was that?
There's someone I knew that I went to high school with.
Was it
I don't think you know them.
Was it Crystal?
No, no.
Was it
No, you're not gonna guess. I don't even know if you know this person. They were like,
because you've told me this before, and I'm going through like my arsenal of fucking.
You don't got shit.
What are we at now, man? They're probably bored to death.
We're 53 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're good. I'm gonna wrap this motherfucker.
All right,
up.
wrap her up.
Okay, well, so it's been good. Life's been good. We're gonna try to keep this podcast more consistent. Life's just a trip sometimes. Trip to mean. Anyways, roll me out. Later.
Welcome to the
Salas podcast. The tracks you just mumble and fact. Might need to change up your tech, cause it's bringing old school back.